Hey beautiful, hey, welcome or welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new, my name is Katisha Marie, and today we are going through my everyday makeup drawer for the summertime. I've got lots of new things that I will be trying in videos, so let's get into it. Starting way over here, which I believe may be off camera, I've got foundations. The first one I've got is the NARS Soft Matte Foundation. This is a favorite for the summertime. I also have the Lancome Tin Idol Ultra Wear, definitely a favorite for the summertime as well. I've got the Thread Face It Stick foundation. Honestly, I've done this once. I'll link that review down below, and not sure that I really want to do it again. So yeah, I've got it in the drawer. We'll see what happens. I've got the Bounce Foundation by Beauty Blender. Actually do really like this one as well. There's not a lot of talk about it anymore here on YouTube, but I do really like this one. And then also the Estee Lauder Double Wear. This is a holy grail for me. Like, it has to be in my collection forever. I've got a few foundation retries that I'm gonna obviously retry. The first one's gonna be the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. I've tried this once and I wasn't a fan, but that was like years ago, and preferences and things have changed. So I'm like, you know what? Let me try this again and see how I feel about this now. Also retrying well, actually this is kind of a new one because they did a like relaunch. I tried the original Superstay and wasn't a fan, but now this is the activewear one, so I'm gonna try this one and see how I feel about this one. And then also I've got the Fenty Soft Matte. Again, I've tried that. I tried it actually twice and I wasn't a fan of it, but again, preferences, techniques, you know, you learn what works for you, changes. So I bought a mini and I'm going to try this again and see how I feel about this during the summer. For concealers, I've got the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Concealer. You can tell that it's quite loved. And then the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. This one, the doe foot applicator on it like broke off, which is kind of annoying, so I had to unplug it, and I've just been using it that way. And then I've also got my Flower Beauty Light Illusion. I really like this one. The shade range on this is absolutely horrible. Like, I think this is, yeah, this is the deepest shade, and that's not okay. Like, it's absolutely horrible, but it is one of my favorite concealers and I really do like it. Also, I've got a couple new ones to try. I've never tried the Fenty concealer, so I'm going to be trying that one. And then I also picked up the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer. I have drier under eyes, so I figured this might be a good one to try in that area, even though the rest of my face is still really oily. I typically try and avoid things that are hydrating, hyaluronic acid, things like that, but I don't want anything that's too drying underneath my eyes because, again, that area is drier. So I'm going to try both of these this time around. Moving into primers, still trying to finish this one up. This is the Primed and Peachy Cooling Matte by Too Faced. This one's discontinued. I do really enjoy this one, but I think it's starting to reach that point where it's expired. So I'm trying to just use this one up. So that's going to stay in my drawer from last time. Also going to be using the Farsali Liquid Powder. I heard that this is a really good one for summertime. I tried it a few times last summer because I have oily skin and did notice a difference, but I am going to wear this more throughout the summer. It's already hot here in Iowa. It's been like in the 90s and we just got into summer. So I know that it's going to be super, super hot, especially during the fair. So this would definitely get a good wear. It is now discontinued. I'm hoping that they bring it back because the line itself was going to be discontinued, like for Solly the brand, and then they're starting to slowly bring things back. So I'm hoping that this one comes back. I also have the Tatcha Silk Canvas Liquid. I have not tried this before. I'm super excited about trying this. I heard that this is really good for oily skin, so we're going to give this a shot. I also have the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. Heard this is a wonderful dupe for the Milk Hydro Grip, which is a holy grail for me. I absolutely love that one as well. So if I can save a few bucks on that, I will definitely do so. For powders, I've got my Peach Perfect by Too Faced. I absolutely love this one. This one is also discontinued, so I'm sad about that, but I do want to try and use this one up. I absolutely love this one. It keeps my skin matte all day long. Also, this Milk Blur and Set Matte Loose Setting Powder. This one's a little bit deeper for my tone. Like, it's got a little bit of a red tint. Sorry, it's dirty because it's used, but it does have more of a red tint, and so I don't typically use this too often, but I do want to use this more this summer as my skin tone deepens. Also have the Beauty Bakery Flour Better Not Bitter Setting Powder. This is in almond, which I guess used to be called chestnut. Have really enjoyed using that. And then for my under eyes, I've got the One Size Translucent. This is a new favorite of mine. And then the Juvia's Place in Kalahari, which is a yellow under eye setting powder. Just have really been enjoying both of those. For blushes, I've got really a whole bunch of new ones to try. Like all of this right here, new. Starting off with this one. This one's actually the Juvia's Place one. I've worn this one before, tried it. This color is a great summer color, so I'm super excited to dive back into that. I've got my Rare Beauty in shade Love. Love that. This is a newer brand from Alta Tresluce, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. This is like a, kind of like a pink red called Vacation. Look at that. I am so excited to use that. Like, oh my goodness. Cannot wait. Also got one of the new, what do you call these? Blushes from Benefit. It's still early here, so work with me here. In this shade here, it's going to be more of like a top coat because it is shimmery. But I think that that would pair really cute with this orange one right here. Like they're essentially the same color, so I think that it will work. Also got a blush balm. What are words this morning? Holy macaroni. From Morphe. And this is in the shade Apricot. It's more of a cream blush. But man, that's so pretty. I'm so excited to use that. Also picked up an e.l.f. matte putty blush in Bahama. And then Milani picked this one up in the shade Luminoso, so this will probably be a blush topper as well. But that's all new. And then another oldie is the NARS Orgasm. More of a blush topper. I can even use this as a highlighter some with my skin tone, so that all works out really well. For bronzer, Juvia's Place bronzer, 2-in-1. Both of these work out really well. This one definitely more in the summertime, but I can definitely do this one for like a more natural. They blend out beautifully. Like there's no harsh lines. I love how these work. And then I got a e.l.f. putty bronzer, cream one in Bronzed Belle. Also picked up the Mented bronzer in Yacht Life. So that's what that shade looks like. It's looking a little washed out on camera, but it's definitely a little bit more red toned. And then I have the Sephora bronzer. I put in one highlighter. I don't too much use highlighter. Plus I've got a lot of like blush toppers that I could use as highlighters. So this one is just in, what is this shade? Topaz from Becca, which of course is no longer around. But yes, I've got lots of lippies up here. I'm kind of going all over the place. I've got 3 from Juvia's Place. So these, let me twirl these up a little bit so you can see. This is a Mauve Moment. This is a Rude Girl. And this is Toffee. I also have my Fenty cream lipstick. This is in Fenty Glow. And then I've got the couple of gloss bombs. I've had these what feels like forever, so I'm trying to use these up. One of them is Fenty Glow and one of them is Fussy. I picked up a couple of these L'Oreal like matte lip glosses or matte lipsticks. Let's see if I have a shade. This one is called Lead. This one is called Explore. From Hard Candy, we've got a Cashmere Silk Demi Matte in the shade Buttercream. It looks a little light, but I think I can pull this off with like a brown lip liner. I think it should be fine. Picked up a stain from e.l.f. This is in Spicy Sienna. This one is from Thread Cosmetics. It is their like color crayon lipstick. It is an orange color. Let's see if it's got a name here. Fiery is the name on this one. And then this NARS one is a pencil, and this is in Dolce Vita, which actually I think is a pretty popular shade from them. So I'm excited about that. And then I've got two new ones here from Mented, Pretty in Pink and Peach Please. Let's open these. This one is Pretty in Pink. Look how gorgeous that is. Cannot wait to try that. And then this one is Peach Please, which is like a deeper peach color. Oh, I'm so excited. I love the packaging on this. Like, it just gives sophisticated. Like, oh, absolutely love that. Moving on down the drawer, we've got eyeshadows. First one, Culture Palette. Gonna continue to use it. Absolutely love it. Like, I think I've dipped into every color in here. Maybe not every color. There's a few that I'm looking at now that I'm like, ooh, I still need to try. But, yeah. Absolutely love this palette. Pigment on point. It's a great summer palette. Like, lots and lots of vibrant, beautiful colors that last all day. Have been loving it. Will continue to use it. Got lots of newer ones here. I've got a Mented palette. Can you tell I just, went and bought some Mented stuff? But I've got a Mented palette. This is their everyday eyeshadow palette. And it comes with a little bit of a eyeshadow heads up. So this is what that looks like. Just a nice everyday kind of palette. Good transition shades. Excited to use that. Also picked up a Morphe Petal Passion palette. This is a 9P is what they call it. So it's probably 9-pan because it is a 9-pan palette. It also has a mirror in here, but that's what that looks like. It also looks very similar to this one by e.l.f. that I'm going to be using, but I still want to keep both of them in the drawer because I'm sure that I can create some kind of look. And then another new palette that I've picked up is this Fine Feathered one by ColourPop. Also a 9-pan palette. No mirror in this one, but this one's got more like purple tones in it. So really excited about that. I'm going to be using the Cab, I think that's how you pronounce it, Cosmetics. This one I got in BoxyCharm, and it's definitely got more like warm tones. It's got some shimmers over here. But yeah, I'm really excited about using this one as well. And then to add a little bit of a different color tone in here, I've got my, I'm going to call it Baby Yoda. I got my Baby Yoda one. Now I've broken obviously a couple of them, but it is what it is. But it's got like some nice greens in here. So yep, I'm definitely putting that in here to use for the summertime. Also have a liquid shadow, which is from LA Girl. It's their iridescent liquid shadow. So I'm gonna be using that. And then here I've got like a hodgepodge of all of my small stuff. So a couple of mascaras. First one is Blink. I have been using Blink for as long as I've been doing makeup, which, I don't know, it's like 6 years now, maybe, because it was the first tubing mascara that I discovered. With a tubing mascara, if you're not familiar with them, they actually wrap around your eyelashes instead of just painting them. And so they don't smudge, they don't flake, anything like that. And I tend to have a lot of issue with smudging and flaking. So if you have that issue, I would recommend doing Blink. Absolutely love it. So glad to have it back in my collection. Excited to use it. A drugstore option for that is going to be the number 7 Stay Perfect. Also have been using this for a very long time. This was the first dupe that I found. Now the brushes are not the same. This one is definitely more of a like smaller, fine plastic brush. And the Blink one is like that fuller, original kind of brush. So there is a difference with that, but notice that they both tend to do the same thing. I'm also going to be trying out the Rare Beauty mascara. This is in black. I can't remember what the official name of that is, but I'm going to try this one out. We'll see what happens with that. I've got an eye primer in here from e.l.f. and then also one from Profusion. This one is a more dry type of formula. This one's definitely more of a liquid. With the e.l.f. one, you do have to warm it up with your finger. So I don't recommend like using a brush or anything. I literally recommend just using your finger for it, so that you can get like the best even coating on your eyes. This one you can use with a brush. You shouldn't have any problems, but they both help for my eyeshadow to last much longer because I have oily eyelids. So either one of these, great drugstore options, and I think you'd really enjoy those. I have a pencil, lip pencil. This is in Peach from Mented that I'm going to be using. I think that might be the only lip pencil that I've got in here. So typically I keep them in a separate area, but since this one's new, I wanted to make sure to mention it. I've got some eyeliners. I've got a new brown one from LA Girl. This is the Ultimate Eye. Also have a pink one from LA Girl. I've got two black ones in here, which I probably don't need, but oh well. One is the one size one, which is a Holy Grail. Absolutely love this. And then another one is the Black Radiance. It's a two-sider, so it's got a sexy side and a bold side. Have really enjoying both of those. I've got some liquid eyeliners that are colorful. Well, one of them's colorful, I guess. This is this green one here that I got from actually a beauty supply store. And then the Makeup Forever, let's see here. And then the Makeup Forever Aqua Resist Color Ink. This is new from them. So I guess I have 3 black eyeliners. Maybe I don't need that many in here. I should probably take out one of these. Okay, let's take out the one size one because I have used that one quite a few times. Got a Ice Sculpt Eye Shade Brow Pen. This will be the first one. I've heard that the Urban Decay one is really good, but I saw this one when I was at Ulta and was like, you know what? I'm going to try this one. We're going to see what happens. Hopefully I like it. It's in the shade Ebony. Can't even get it out the box. So goodness gracious, there we go. So yeah, there is this. Hopefully this one works out really well. It's definitely more of like a deep, it's definitely more of like a deep brown. There's that. And then a regular brow pencil, of course. I've got 2 brow gels in here. I'm trying to use up this Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. I don't like this. Like, I like the formula. I don't like the applicator, so I'm trying to use it up to get it out of my collection. For a more affordable option, I have the Wow Brow by e.l.f. and this one is fantastic. I really do like this one. And then, of course, I have lash glue for when I do decide to put on lashes. All right, loves, so that's going to be everything in my summer everyday makeup drawer. Let me know what you're excited to see me use. If you've used anything and you love it or you don't like it, I definitely want to know that as well. So leave me a comment down below. I love you guys. May God continue to bless you, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.